The robbers made off with a massive cash haul, but they didn't want a single penny of it. Instead, they threw everything out of the plane and straight up gave the security cameras an international friendly gesture. Before jumping out without hesitation, plunging toward $200 million, they pulled out pre-prepared knives and cut the ropes binding the cash without a second thought. Under cover of this money storm, they headed straight for the 1,200-foot Cave of Swallows in Mexico, then deployed their parachutes and vanished without a trace. People went crazy grabbing bills, but what nobody expected was that the robbers risked their lives purely for the thrill of it. Before police could even piece together what happened, the crew stormed the top floor of a jewelry building on motorcycles, snatched all the gems and jewelry, rode straight through the windows from high up, opened their parachutes, and scattered the jewels to the poor below. Police Captain Johnny immediately had a hunch. He suspected the robbers were completing an extreme sports challenge, the infamous Ozaki 8. They'd already knocked out 3, the emerging force in Africa, Birth of Sky at Mount Everest, and an awakening Earth at the Cave of Swallows in Mexico. Johnny figured their next move would be the 4th challenge, Life of Water. To test his theory, Johnny headed to Great White Shark territory. Sure enough, he found the robbers surfing. To earn their trust, Johnny disguised himself as an extreme athlete and charged into the waves. His fearless attitude eventually made them drop their guard. Johnny seized the moment to ask if he could join their crew and take on the Ozaki 8. What he got in return was a brutal beating from the leader, but this was actually a test of his commitment. Once the leader confirmed Johnny was tough enough, he agreed to let him join. The next day, the leader took him to the Alps to tackle the 5th Ozaki challenge, Awakening Wind. The moment they had their wingsuits on, they leapt off the 100-meter high cliff. They hugged the canyon wall, slicing through the air like bullets, diving straight toward the ground. The death rate for wingsuit flying is insanely high, around 40% worldwide. Out of 8 billion people worldwide, fewer than 1,000 truly dare to try. As they passed through layer after layer of clouds, they quickly hit the sweet spot for flying, soaring close to the ground at nearly 125 kilometers per hour. But as they dropped lower, the wind currents shifted. They had to constantly adjust their body position to match the changing airflow and keep their flight stable. One wrong move and they'd splatter into the ground like mud. But the wingsuit jump off the 100-meter cliff wasn't the main goal of this flight. Just ahead was a canyon, 1,000 meters long but barely 2 meters wide. It was the ultimate challenge to push their limits. By now, their speed had climbed to 130 kilometers per hour. The canyon might have only been 1,000 meters long, but it was razor thin. Both sides were lined with jagged rocks. The men had to stay laser focused. There was absolutely no room for mistakes. Whenever they drifted off course, they had to instantly shift their position to dodge the rocks beside and ahead of them. The airflow inside the canyon turned chaotic, making it way harder for them to keep control. Luckily, their skills were solid enough. After a few intense minutes, they finally blasted through the deadly canyon unharmed.